Welcome back. It's all about pumpkins today, and Sarah Gunn is here with some pumpkin-inspired florals. We take the flowers, we take the pumpkins, we put them together. We have a Sarah Gunn specialty. I know you love florals.
Just a little.
Was it challenging to figure out a way to do this with pumpkins in mind?
It was challenging to figure out ways to make the colors really work with the season and combine the two of them a little bit. But you are seeing a lot of these trends online too already.
Yes.
Right? So that sort of guides you in a direction, and then we just want to, for the show, we just want to elevate it a little bit.
Right. Well, we want to make it Sarah Gunn pretty.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So we're going to start with your one all the way in the end, which I think is stunning. I like it that I like the white pumpkin.
I like the white pumpkin too, and the fact that it's faux is really functional as well. You can do this in a real pumpkin. So if you're going to use a real pumpkin, the thing to keep in mind is you're going to have to cut it and clean it the way that you normally would, obviously in a hazmat suit and all of that, and then stick a vase in there, right?
Yes.
So that's sort of an added step. If you're using a faux one, you cut it once, you can use it every year, and then you can do just floral foam inside. That's what I've done inside here. And then you can go with whatever colors you want. And you could paint your pumpkin too, whatever color you want.
Yeah.
But when you're styling it, I just want to give you a couple of tips. So to start, you want to create a bit of a collar of greenery that you see around the front here. And that sort of hides any of the jagged edges. I think you can see it a little bit. The cut's not smooth, okay?
Right.
It's really not. So that hides sort of that and any of the stems. And you don't need long pieces of greenery at all. You just take a little piece, and that's where the floral foam is so great, is you can have it draping out really far.
Nice.
Or you can really, really tuck it in there and it's going to stay in place. And that's true for all the flowers. So you want to start with your biggest blooms first. They're absolutely stunning. Spread them out evenly, sort of in a triangle formation, and then sort of go in and weave in medium and then small and then smaller details, and then you end up with this gorgeous centerpiece. I like to do it on a Lazy Susan. So as I'm doing it, I spin it around and make sure that every side is absolutely perfect. You can put this on your table for a centerpiece, your mantle. I was joking earlier that I would probably bring this with me every room in the house and just sit it wherever I'm sitting so I can enjoy it.
That's what you should do. But move it room to room. Wherever you are, the pumpkin floral should go.
Right.
But I always have a hard time with the green around, the trailing green. So it's the floral foam and the taking the small pieces that makes it so that it's going to cover.
It's a lot easier that way. If you're trying to do a really long stem, then you're forcing it in really far, and that's not going to work. You have more control this way to sort of pull it in and out, and then fill in any empty spaces.
Okay, gorgeous. Now they're real. These are not faux. They look so pretty.
These are real.
So you got the beautiful color of the season, but you did this in a special way that makes it look like just so perfect.
Well, so instead of doing flowers in a pumpkin, let's do flowers inspired by the colors of pumpkins. And I got to go this weekend, I'm still smiling, to a floral farm.
A floral farm.
Fresh Market Farms is a farm in Hamilton, and you can go and pick. You walk in the fields and you pick whatever flowers you want.
She's losing it right now. This is my idea. Best Sarah Gunn situation ever, but that must have been gorgeous.
It was amazing. And believe it or not, it's less expensive than buying them in store. So you can get more value for your money. Plus you have the expertise of the people there telling you what flowers work well together, how long they'll last, even some arrangement tips, which is really, really amazing.
Do they give you the tools?
No.
Or do you bring your own?
No, they do. No, they do. They give you the tools.
Yeah. Okay,
no, you don't have to bring your own shears.
Just checking.
So I also like to bring, this is a vintage champagne bucket that I have at home. I like to use more cylindrical vases. So I like to bring them with me too when I go shopping, wherever you're going for flowers. And then you know you're getting the right quantity. Because so many times people just buy flowers, you get them home, and then you realize, okay, only half of your vase is full. You need a lot more than you think, but there are tricks to make it feel easier, which I'm going to show you with a mini version of this one.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, so I've got this little mini one here, and just like the big one, I've added water, and I'll tip it a bit. I've added some chicken wire in here, and that's really going to help you position your flowers and hold them in place a lot easier than just popping them in. And again, you're going to start with your big and beautiful blooms, and you're going to just set them in, sort of creating that triangle look. And again, I've got this on a Lazy Susan.
Yeah, so you can move it around.
I can move it around as I need to.
See, that's what happens when I do it. They all want to lie down.
Right, but this will kind of tuck them in there for you, right?
Yeah.
And then you want to add in some different sizes at different heights and different angles.
Am I allowed? Do you trust me?
Oh, go for it.
Okay.
Go for it.
She didn't answer the do you trust me part, but she did say go for it.
I did say go for it. And then you've kind of got these different sizes and these shades of peaches
I messed
and
it up.
Wait,
Should this be there?
No, I like them at different heights. No, because this
Okay.
is sort of like a country bouquet, right?
Okay.
And then let's spin it a little bit, right? And then I'm
Yeah.
going to add in some yellows too, because I just feel like, I know pumpkins aren't necessarily yellow, but
Yeah.
it just adds a little bit of contrast of color. Go for it. Just pop one in there.
'Tis the season for all of these harvesty colors, these
Yes.
warm colors. This guy's driving me nuts.
Is he too high for you?
Yeah, he's a little too high for me. I feel like you need
is me
you
doing-
need to calm down. There you go.
See, and look, and then you just spin it around, and it's just a very,
Very nice,
casual,
Sarah.
easy arrangement.
Yeah.
You can put that anywhere. It's so, so pretty.
Beautiful. Okay, so I love the idea of using chicken wire, or like Leanne had the avocado, the avocado hole, like the stuff that holds the avocados.
The netting.
You try those too, the netting.
gonna try that.
Thank
That's
you for
so
the
smart.
words. Okay, lastly, we've
Yes.
got these two gorgeous pumpkins. What are we going to do with them?
So we're going to do faux flowers this time, and I feel like a lot of us have some faux flowers around the house. Maybe you use them in the spring, you don't want to use them again this year. They were on a wreath that you don't need anymore.
Right.
And then you've got your faux pumpkins. So we're going to add flowers to them, and all you need is a glue gun.
Okay.
And some flowers in different colors and sizes. And you're going to start at the stem, okay, Trace? And you're just going to put a little bit of glue on there and pop them in place. And you're going to start with larger ones. So I kind of have them organized in front of you there.
Is it me
And
making that creaking
it's
sound?
me.
Oh, okay. I'm like, how am I even doing that?
It's me. And then you're just going to build, my glue gun lasts for me, some flowers
that's
around the
pretty.
stem. And then if
Yeah.
you want to be a little asymmetrical,
You can make a pattern.
you can sort of have them fall down a side.
Oh,
right?
I love that idea.
If your glue gun is working, which mine has stopped working on me, of course.
You can
because
use
it's
mine.
television.
I know how to share.
Thank you.
There you go.
And you're just going to gradually build them all. So you
Yeah.
have this beautiful, like, draping floral design down the
So
side.
nice.
And
You
it's
go from
so
big
pretty.
to medium to
To
smaller.
small, exactly. And you could do
That's
an
gorgeous.
equal, you know, shape all the way. You've kind of got that started on here, where you
Yeah.
just build it around the top, and it almost looks like a bouquet in the pumpkin too.
Yeah.
And you can go with your colors of your theme. I've done this with a black pumpkin before with just white flowers, and that's a really dramatic look too. So you can do this with whatever colors you have going on in your home.
Very
you don't have to
nice.
go with the bright, but I just thought that would be fun for today.
Sarah, absolutely stunning.